Hey guys, I've been a Speedy fan, but with the 42mm case size, they were too big for my wrist, so I bought this bit smaller and slimmer homage from WatchDives, the version 3, aka 1863. Then I found out one of my buddies owns the OG Speedmaster Reduced, and the reference number for that is 3510.50. So I wanted to do a comparison on which I prefer for a bit slimmer wrists like myself. So here we go. Alright, since I'm going to be talking about the specs in comparison, I will just skip right to the section. This section is going to be about the case. For the case, Speedy Reduced has a very slim 39mm case with almost anorexic 12mm thickness. That feels much slimmer due to about 9mm of that being the case without the crystals. WatchDives, on the other hand, comes in a bit slimmer than the original Speedy Pro with a case diameter of 41mm. And has a case thicknesses of only 13mm, 11mm of that being the actual case without the crystals. So it doesn't sound too big of a difference when I lay it out that way and when you hear just the metrics. But when you are visually looking at these two in person, there's a huge difference, mainly because the bezel to bezel width of the WatchDive is 39mm versus the the Speedy Reduce is only at 35mm when it comes to bezel width. So visually, there is a pretty dramatic difference between the two watches. And on top of that, the caseback of the Speedy Reduce is very flat, even though it's an automatic movement. It makes a tremendous amount of contact with the back of your wrist, so it's very, very stable and comfortable, versus the WatchDives, even though it's the VK63 mega quartz movement, there is a little bit of protrusion that is happening there. So it's not an uncomfortable watch, but if you wear the Speedy Reduce and then wear the WatchDives after, you'll definitely feel the difference between the two as far as comfortability. Aesthetically, both have aluminum bezel for the tachymeter, but Reduced being introduced in 1988, it has a faded look that gives it the old vintage flavor. It's a matter of preference, but I think it looks great. But if you own the WatchDives and it somehow lasts for 37 years like the Speedmaster Reduced, then it will also have the fading due to the aluminum build as well. Now, the reduced crystals are hesselite rather than the usual sapphire like the WatchDives, but the WatchDives air coating is pretty fantastic. I would say that there is a minimal difference of the Reduced having a little bit of a warmer look than the WatchDives due to the hesselite crystals, but the difference is very, very minimal. And I would say one more time, the air coating on the WatchDives is really fantastic, especially for the price. Now, finally, the pushers on the WatchDives are also fantastic. I actually prefer it over the ones on the Reduce. Now, this is a vintage watch, so I'm not sure about the tactile responses of the pushers when it first came out of the box. But right now, it requires a little bit of salt and pepper. You're going to have to push it, and you have to push it real good to get it started. But on the WatchDives, it's very smooth, very soft, like a non-BBL. It's very smooth and soft. Okay, so when it comes to the dials, there's not too much to talk about here. The WatchDives is a clone of the Speedy Pro, including the dramatic schlong at the 12 o'clock mark. While the OG Reduce or the Speedy Reduce has the numerical minute markers that makes the dial much busier. I actually kind of prefer it. I like busier dials in certain designs, and for this one I really prefer the busier dial. Now, unlike the Speedy Pro, the OG, the WatchDive has a second sub dial at the 6 o'clock mark instead of the 9 o'clock, while the Speedmaster Reduce has it at the 3 o'clock mark, which I actually kind of prefer because to me, it's the most visible placement of the sub dials for me when it comes to when I look at those chronograph functions. So I actually prefer it. And for the WatchDives, the minute counter for the chronograph is actually greater than the OG Speedy Pro, with it counting it up to 60 minutes instead of the 30 minutes. But the hour counter does not exist on the WatchDives. Instead, it has been replaced with a 24-hour indicator. Okay, so my biggest gripe about the Reduce is probably the bracelet. Now, understand for the time, the stamp clasp was the norm, so that can be overlooked. And frankly, the mill clasp from WatchDive is probably just as much sticky as the stamp, so there's no really advantages there. However, I must say the WatchDives did a really good job of smoothing out the clasp. Design perspective, I feel like the huge dip between the lugs and the end links that exists within the Speedy Pro is quite an eyesore for my taste. Maybe it's a design choice, but the WatchDives having the clone of the more integrated look between the lugs and the inlinks of the Speedmaster Pro is just much better for me visually. I just don't like that huge tip. Additionally, the non-tapering 18 millimeter bracelet is not exactly my favorite as well. I much prefer the usual 20 millimeters to 16 millimeter taper, or I might even prefer the possibility of a more feminine look of a tapered 18 millimeter bracelet. Okay, for the elephant in the room, which is the price, I got the WatchDives with shipping and taxes and everything included for about $130 US, while the Reduced can be had in the aftermarket for somewhere between, I believe, $200 to $2,500 USD. That is a pretty big difference, and for my wrist, I much prefer the Reduced in its form, its history, wearability especially, but I don't know if I want it for 20 times the price of the WatchDives. My buddy told me that he got the Reduced in the aftermarket in Japan back in 2007 for $800 US, which is quite a bargain. Now, if it's on sale for $800 USD, of course I would jump on it. I just think it's a great watch for people with slimmer wrist. But the WatchDive is a good, if not a great watch for the price. But one, I feel like, for my 6.5 inch wrist, it has too much of a presence. It's a little bit too big on my wrist for me, and I know that's purely subjective. But the other reason, the more important reason, is that I began to realize I don't want to wear homage watches that clones very iconic watches. So the reason I stopped wearing the Octopus Kraken that basically clones the Explorer is that people who know anything about the watches will kind of look and go like, hey, do you like that? Do you like wearing that? Not meaning like the homage, but the mistaken for like the original. So they'll go like, hey, do you like that new Explorer? I'm thinking about getting one. I'm like, no, this is an Octopus Kraken. And they're like, what? So I just don't want to have those type of conversations. And I have nothing against wearing homage watches. It's just my preference is to not wear homages of very iconic watches. The Speedy kind of falls into that. So you're talking about the Speedy, the Explorer, the Datejust. There's nothing that you can do about the Submariner. Everything looks like the Submariner. But those type of watches or homages, I'll probably stay away from. And this falls into that category. Anyway, like and subscribe and all that stuff, and peace.